Hey guys, how you doing? This is OV Transport Guy coming to you real quick. So I got all my stuff running today for my reserve ride. Not sure if you guys can see. Yeah, so I got all my stuff running today. Got my little snacks, all that good stuff. Got all that going on today. And what I've been doing today, especially, is really doing a lot of converting. Basically, just find out kind of how people are doing in transport wise. So I actually had two good ones. One particular lady, she does a shuttle bus, then she'll go. Well, she took an Uber, then a shuttle bus to go to the airport, and she comes back here quite frequently. So I was like, okay, listening to her, and the first thing I pitched to her was more or less not so much just my business, but it was if there was an easier way that she could think of. And she's like, I don't, I hate having to bother my daughter to pick me up and stuff. And I said, yeah, and I understand that. I said, I just pitched to her about the shuttle service that can come on your time schedule instead of the regular 9 to 5. And that was one of the things that our conversation was able to go further with that, because by default, now not only am I putting interest out there and she's back and forth, I told her, I said, well, I mean, you won't even have to do the shuttle service anymore. I can come get you from where you're at and bring you straight here and take you straight back to the airport instead of you having, one leg, then two leg, then three leg, unless you got to call somebody, and people times the schedule is difficult. And so basically, I just put out the issues. You've got to try to call somebody. Chances are somebody picks you up as somebody you ain't gonna know. You gotta get a shuttle bus. So no matter what, you still gonna have a two-legged trip if you don't have anybody to come pick you up. You have to call some rideshare company at some point, and you're gonna have to get a shuttle, unless you use a rideshare company going from one place to the next. But then the issue comes down to, do you know this person? How cool is it to get a ride with somebody that you can trust? And that's just basically how I presented it. So no fuss, no muss. And again, guys, the idea is to simplify it and just kind of meeting a need. But you got to be able to examine what that looks like. So other than that, that's pretty much it. OV Transport Guy, signing out. I'll talk to y'all later.